You are listening to Bedtime Dreamy Tales. Please make sure you have subscribed to our channel for new story. Story title, The Young Giant. Once upon a time, in a village far removed from the clutches of the known world, there lived a humble farmer who had a son. This boy was no larger than his father's thumb. Despite the years that passed, he did not grow an inch taller. One day, as the farmer prepared to till his fields, the tiny lad, with a heart braver than his stature, pleaded, "Father, may I accompany you?" His father, worrying over the dangers and the chance of losing such a small son in the vast fields, initially refused. But the thumb-sized boy's tears swayed him, and he relented, tucking his son safely into his pocket. Upon reaching the field, the farmer placed his son upon the freshly turned earth, allowing him a grand view of the surrounding lands. It wasn't long before a giant, with strides as long as the horizon, approached them to teach his son a lesson about the dangers of the world. The farmer pointed at the giant, crafting a tale of a monstrous creature that snatched away naughty children. However, this giant was kind and gentle. He lifted the tiny boy and, with a smile, took him to his home in the woods, treating him as an old friend. In the giant's care, the boy transformed. No longer was he the size of a thumb, but grew into a strong and towering young giant, thanks to the giant's nurturing. After 2 years, the old giant decided it was time to test the boy's strength. He pointed to a birch tree, suggesting it as a walking stick. With ease, the boy uprooted the tree. Yet, the old giant believed his adopted son could do more. After another span of nurturing, the boy uprooted the thickest oak as if it were mere play. Pleased, the giant decided it was time for the boy to return to his birthplace, to the very field from which he was taken. When the young giant arrived, he found his father toiling in the fields. "Father, look at me. Do you recognize your son?" he boomed. But the farmer, struck with fear at the sight of the towering figure, denied him. It took feats of incredible strength, like plowing a field in mere moments and carrying all the farm tools with ease, to finally convince his parents of his identity. The young giant, now possessing strength unparalleled, sought to find his place in the world, knowing the farm could no longer hold him. Leaving home once more, the young giant sought work to make use of his mighty strength. He encountered a miserly blacksmith and later, a greedy farmer, both of whom tried to exploit his talents without fair pay. The young giant, however, turned each deception to his advantage, outwitting them with his sheer power and securing his justice. His travels brought him to face ghosts in a haunted mill, where he spent the night battling unseen forces. By morning, he emerged victorious, having rid the mill of its specters. This feat earned him the respect of the miller, but, true to his humble nature, the young giant asked for nothing in return. Eventually, his path led him to a kingdom plagued by a dragon. The beast had terrorized the land for years, and no knight could defeat it. The young giant, hearing of the kingdom's plight, offered his help. With his iron staff and incredible strength, he battled the dragon through the night, finally vanquishing the creature at dawn. His heroism saved the kingdom and earned him the gratitude of the king, who offered him treasures and titles. However, the young giant, seeking not riches but purpose, declined the offers and continued on his journey. In the end, the young giant, carrying his heavy iron staff, wandered into the unknown, seeking adventures that could match his grand stature and generous heart. His legacy became a tale of growth, courage, and kindness, teaching children that true strength lies not just in physical might, but in the goodness of one's actions. Through his deeds, the young giant reminded all of the power of compassion, bravery, and the endless possibilities that come from believing in oneself, no matter the size. If you like this story, please give this video a like and comment below with your thoughts. See you in the next story.